If DanTDM were to be charged for his crimes in the third episode of his custom mod adventure series, which is the Ninja Academy episode for those who don't know, how long would his present sentence be? Now, as you know, before delving into the sentencing, I'd like to do a little recap of the episode. The episode begins with Dan hearing his doorbell ring.
Don't go in the room just yet, the doorbell's gone, I desperately need to collect this.
When he is outside, he is met with Craig, who delivers him 2 Ninja Academy tickets, which sets up the whole episode. After receiving the tickets, he immediately goes to the dojo to learn the art of being a ninja. He is then greeted by the head ninja, who tells Dan to put on some armor. So Dan and Dr. Treyer suit up and get ready for their brand new adventure. The first quest the head ninja gives him is one of finishing a parkour course that he himself has made. And Dan, being a hardened criminal, can do these obstacles easily. Tolian, start the training montage! He then comes back to his master to get his next order. You know, for this whole episode I was really happy because I thought, oh hey, he's not gonna do any crimes, it's just a ninja academy. But then he brought out the shurikens. And then he plans to knock out the students. Are both illegal even if they consent. You cannot consent to bodily harm of that degree. And let's not forget the fucking fact that the ninja master is like, yeah, chop off one of my students' heads. Like, what is this? And then it's just like, oh, okay, I'll do it. This guy is worse than Epstein. It's like saying, okay, it's like if Sensei Wu from Ninjago was like, yeah, Lloyd, you know what? I need you to be in the squad, so you gotta kill Cole. Chop off his head. It's gotta go.
After grabbing the freshly decapitated head of the ninja student, he heads over to give it to the head ninja. The head ninja then proceeds to tell him one thing. You need to kill the white ninja. So he then proceeds to walk over to the room where the white ninja is located, preparing to kill him in bloodthirsty rage. As he walks into the room, he knows what he must do. He has to kill him. It was a deadly battle of wills, but Dan came out on top after slicing him in half. After prying the katana from his cold, dead hands, Dan could feel the power coursing through him. After showing his master once more that he has no objections against killing, the master is proud and asks him for his final task. He must take his climbing gear and then head to the roof and then jump off into the nearest body of water. Dan began climbing one stab at a time, reaching closer and closer to the heavens until he finally reached them. Having climbed the dojo that he had worked in for the whole day, mastering his ninja arts, he was ready to jump off and turn himself into a real goddamn ninja. And so he ran, and then leapt from the skies and fell safely into the body of water, just like his master taught him. After telling his master of what he had done, he now realized he was a goddamn ninja, and his master praised him for his work. Dan, having learned everything he could from this academy, went back home with a wide smile. Little did he know, this little visit would add 6 life sentences and a whole life order, which basically means he has to spend forever in jail, to his sentence. This means that at the 3rd episode, DanTDM already has 29 years to spend in jail, 11 life sentences, and a whole life order. How crazy is that? We are now at the part where I tell you to like and subscribe if you like this content and if you want more. Also, just to tell you that halfway through I switched mics, so that's why it's a little weird.